thank you all for your attendance today. I know this is something that's kind of new. Be patient with us as we work through some of the kinks, but I want to thank everybody for their attendance today. So I am Margaret Herrera. I'm the Transportation Safety Program Manager with the Maricopa Association of Governments. We have been hosting these for quite a few years now. Before we get started, I would like to introduce Maylin Pankiewicz. She's from the city of Phoenix, and she's going to provide an announcement in Spanish. Go ahead, Maylin.
Muchas gracias por atender este evento y toda la información que presentemos hoy en inglés en este taller online también la vamos a tener en español en la misma página de internet. Muchas gracias.
Great, thank you, Maylin. And again, thank you to all who are able to participate in today's webinar. So our community and the nation as well have faced some very challenging times this year. We look forward to a time when it's safe to be together in the same room again. But due to the risk to the public of health caused by possible spread of the COVID-19 virus to public gatherings, the Maricopa Association of Governments has determined that the meetings and events will indefinitely be held through technological means, such as this webinar. We are confident that as a community, we can work together to slow the spread while maintaining resources we provide. In anticipation of a time when schools are back in session, we're excited to be able to provide this training in this virtual format. A recording, including Spanish language version of this webinar, will be available after the event. This is our 16th year hosting the crossing guard trainings, as I mentioned before. The city of Phoenix has been holding crossing guard trainings for much longer than that. Obviously, this is our first year using this format. The content, though, is developed in partnership with a number of cities in the Phoenix metro area. We hope this will provide a flexible and accessible means for training crossing guards now as well as throughout the year. Staff at all the agencies that you see listed here made this workshop possible. I would like agency staff at this time to indicate the city they represent in the chat box so that attendees know who's available for questions. I'll leave a few seconds for you to do that. Attending guards, you can note those in the chat box as they pop up. So a little bit about MAG. What is MAG? As the slide mentions, we are an association made up of all cities, towns, as well as 3 Native American communities in the Phoenix metropolitan area. This also includes Maricopa County and parts of Pinal County. MAG is responsible for regional planning in many areas. 2 key areas, though, are transportation, that would be freeway planning, light road planning, and buses. And the second key area is clean air. So in our role as a regional planning agency for the Phoenix metropolitan region, we are working with all cities and towns and counties in our planning region to improve road safety. One of those key initiatives is improving road safety on access routes to schools and has been identified as a regional priority. This workshop and the materials provide basic education and training to school crossing guards, thus making a basic but essential step that crossing guards do not compromise their own safety nor that of the children while they're performing their duties. We hope you all enjoy this workshop and gain much from this experience as you prepare for the eventual start of a new school year. And that would be based on the state and district guidance. I would like to thank you for your valuable service you provide and wish each of you a safe and healthy year ahead as you perform your duties as crossing guards. So before I introduce our first speaker, I would like to go over some virtual workshop housekeeping items. We have compressed this into a 2-hour training, and such questions via chat box can be entered after each segment or really any time throughout the training. However, it probably would be good after each segment if we open that chat box up. Please keep your questions in a very general context and brief so that others can have the opportunity to ask questions. There will be no break provided, but feel free to get up and stretch and take a break in the place that you're in, remembering that you'll have the ability to access the recorded version after the event. You'll be provided an email address to send your virtual sign-in at the end of the webinar. The 4 key items that we have information from you is first, your first and last name, the school, your district, as well as the city and town your school resides. It is also crucial that you provide these 4 items with the words CG sign in the subject line of your email. This is for us to verify your attendance with your district administrators and have the ability to forward questions specific to your crossing if you have them to the appropriate local agency staff. Also, feel free to leave any feedback, comments, or questions on the workshop itself or specific content in the body of your email sign-in. Also, we have a brief poll that will be administered in the webinar platform at the end of the training. And I'd also like to mention that the handbook that we typically hand out at the in-person trainings is also available for viewing or download at the webpage URL that you see here below.